is Offbeat, podcast that helps you to transform your career aspirations into reality. With your host, Adnan Sohail.
Welcome in the new episode of Offbeat. On Offbeat, we always try to bring amazing people which are ready to inspire you, to bring passion in all the viewers who are watching this program and giving you some lesson so that you can become successful. I met a gentleman few days ago, and believe me, I became a fan of him. Just the reason that he's having a lot of passion in him. So I thought, why not to sit with him and understand what exactly is passion, how to create passion in someone, or how to find passion. I'm happy to welcome on my show Hesham El Ansari. Hesham is currently the regional trainer with Nissan Motors. Before that, he has worked for Toyota, Mitsubishi, and Ford. We are going to learn from him all the secrets that how he became passionate about his work and what he's going to teach to you people. Thank you very much, Hesham, for joining and welcome on the show.
Thank you for having me, Sohail.
What is the secret of success?
Well, it's a big question, yeah, secret to success. We were having a conversation before we shoot, and I told you I personally believe that there is no one secret to success. It's too many factors. And I was also referring to the book that I recently read, Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers, when he said that even if you're passionate, even if you work constantly on yourself, if you were not born in the right time, the right place, with the right circumstances, it's difficult for you to achieve success. So it's too many factors, I believe, but you'll have to understand that continuous growth and working on yourself, for me, is the most important one. Because even the most simple man has access to a smartphone.
True.
Will be able to find out how to work on himself and continuously grow.
Now, a lot of people are having different definitions of passion. Passion is something which they like. Passion is something which is rewarding them. Passion is which is making them successful. If you could just unfold this secret, what exactly is passion?
Well, it's as simple as it sounds, really, Sohail. It's waking up in the morning with a smile on your face and being happy that you are going to do whatever you're doing for the rest of your day, whether you're having a 9-to-5 job, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're having a very simple job or a 12 hours job. So it's being enthusiastic and energetic when you're doing whatever you do. This could be in your career, this could be in your personal life. It depends really where you put the passion, I think.
And is this passion something which is natural, or by birth someone has tendency towards things, or this is someone can create in themselves?
That's actually a very good question. I think some people were born more passionate than others. However, you can develop and find out your true passion in your journey. So even if you're the least passionate person on earth, you can still sit down with yourself, ask yourself a couple of questions about the things that you love to do, the things that you're good at, and the things that bring you good money. And if you combine those three together, you will be happy doing whatever you want to do. However, I don't think that's enough, though, because as we were discussing earlier, passion could change with time, and people who are currently maybe passionate about one thing could grow out of it, I guess, if they don't have a bigger purpose, something that they serve, which is bigger than themselves.
How you landed in this role? What made you to land in this?
Well, I saw this as a challenge, really, Sohail, and it's not a secret that everybody wants to grow financially as well, and I saw a big potential in growing when it comes to sales, financially growing. But I also liked sales because it gave me the opportunity to meet people, get to know people, It was the achievement when you really, hit your targets was something fascinating. I loved that. Yeah, and I've learned a lot in sales because you meet a lot of people. You are exposed to different challenges every day. Problem-solving skills, communication skills. You learn a lot when you are in sales. So that was a great milestone in my life, being in sales. I believe we still are selling. When I talk to my little daughter about wanting her to stop using her iPad, I'm trying to sell her the idea. So, and when she tries to convince me otherwise, she's also trying to convince me by selling a different idea to me. So we're selling all the time.
Throughout in this journey, there is something which is consistent, that you love what you're doing. You're passionate about that. Workforce which is now coming, millennials, the Generation Z, and a lot of people who are now entering into the workplace. What is the challenge? Do you see that those people are also passionate towards their work?
I'm fortunate enough to talk to these people on a regular basis. I see these people, man, human beings, the brothers and sisters and friends and family members. And during my conversation with them, it's always that they have different vision on how to do things. And they are, of course, technologically very savvy. They know all the updates when it comes to the whole technology world. And they have their way to do things. And it's difficult to keep those people engaged in the workplace. I think it puts a big responsibility on organizations to work on that and just give them something that is bigger than them to work on, a higher purpose, other than just having a 9-to-5 job kind of thing.
Totally agree with you that these people are not just looking for a 9-to-5 job, or a boss who is asking them to keep on doing this, like the micromanagers, but they are more looking for a mentor or a leader who are holding their finger or their hand and taking them on the ladder of career within the organization, and not only just helping related to their workplace challenges, but sometimes even if addressing the challenges which they have there in personal life also. Isn't so?
Spot on, Sohail. I think the key word here is having mentors and leaders instead of just managers. So a leader, somebody who can really motivate you during and telling you the right way to do it. And he's not afraid to tell you his weaknesses as well and share it with you in order for you to grow. And a mentor, of course, like I really owe my success in training to a mentor that I had. Peter, if you're listening to this, I love you, man. I love you. So mentors are essential for us to grow. Even mentors have their mentors. Everybody wants to grow within this context, I believe.
Perfect. The new workforce which is joining the organization or companies, you train them also. Do you see that they all are passionate about their work? Because there is a lot of unemployment ratio is higher than ever. Passion is equivalent to the need, like because they need the job, that's why they show their passion, or they are really passionate about what they are doing?
The problem is most of my exposure is with sales professionals. And in sales professionals, it's not really common to see people passionate about sales. And I face challenges when the organizations that I work with try to use the stick or the carrot kind of strategy, very old, outdated, makes, as Simon Sink was saying, it makes the people do enough not to get fired. And never go the extra mile. And they're difficult also in changing. Training is all about change management and trying to implement the learning in the workplace. So I spend as much time as possible try to get them to remove this block that they're putting and become really successful for selfish reasons, instead of just thinking about, oh, we have to achieve the organization's profit and hit the bottom line this year. No, just don't think about that. Think about your own growth. Think about your own. Be successful for selfish reasons instead of anything else, I think. Or
a lot of our listeners who are watching this video, please, if you are trying to find out your passion, go down in the comment section. Just put down what is your question, and we will ask Hesham to answer you directly how to find out your passion. Or if you try to find out your passion, what challenge did you find? Please do let us know, and Hesham is going to help you out. What is that methodology? What is that mindset changing technique which can bring passion inside the people to do whatever they are doing? How passion can be created?
Well, that's I think a big question, because there's not one solid way that if you stick to it, you'll be able to become passionate and your life is going to change afterwards. I think it's a set of practice that you'll have to do. It starts with asking yourself powerful questions. Activate the cortex part of your brain and ask yourself really difficult, awkward questions. Am I happy with the things that I'm doing right now? Am I happy in my job? What is it that I can do that will make me happy and in the same time gets me financially supported? And then when you find out about this, you'll have to research and go on a journey to discover this. And don't expect this to be the end of the journey or the only journey that you're going to have. You are going to evolve. You will move from one passion to another. I think we had a brief conversation before the shooting, and you've asked me if passion can be maintained. It is difficult to keep on being passionate all the time. It's not easy because we evolve, we change, and we need 2-3 lifetimes to find out what we really are passionate about at the end of the journey. So I think it keeps on evolving. So don't worry if you are suddenly stuck in one place and you find out, oh, this is not really for me. That's actually a good phase for you to do the confrontation with yourself again.
Passion without reward. Can it be a passion or can it stay there?
Well, it depends on how you define the reward as well. Is it emotional reward? Is it financial reward? Is it spiritual reward? Because you can be passionate about so many things, and what you feel is rewarding you is different than what I feel is rewarding me versus somebody else. So, and you know this pretty well. You're a trainer yourself. You know how it feels when somebody at the end of the training approaches you and say, you know what, man, you've changed my life today. You know how rewarding is this. I mean, it's this alone makes you so happy and eager to carry on making a difference in people's lives, I guess.
Some people may be not expecting any financial reward. They are doing like any community service, or they are helping out other human being, or they are mentoring someone. So maybe they are not expecting anything back from them. But that is something when they see that they are growing, it's making them happy and fulfilled. So it's regardless that where you are, in which situation you are, having a passion, doing small thing or big thing, whether it's paying you back or it's not rewarding you back, your passion is more important for you, and it's going to define who you are and how much consistently you are doing that thing. That's the passion, and that's what you have to learn, that you have to maintain in yourself.
You just reminded me of an interesting quote that I read in the book called Morning Miracle. And it says, it doesn't matter what you do right now, yet what you do right now determines who you will be in the future. So it's even if you are washing dishes right now, even if you are a security guard or a guard, or if you're a Uber driver, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. keep on working on yourself. The other day, I have a good story to tell you. It's just 2 days ago. I was walking out of my building and I saw the security guard holding a book for Tony Robbins.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't know, so I was curious. I was asking him, hey buddy, what are you reading? And he said, I'm reading this, and he showed me a book for Tony Robbins. Yeah, and
that's amazing.
And I go like, hey man, that's great. Readers are leaders. I have a couple more books that I can give you. Keep on reading, and maybe let's have a discussion after you.
Being the passion master and passion preacher, what's the most attractive part of your job?
So the reason why I'm passionate about my job is people. People, Sohail. People are amazing creatures. You learn a lot from them. And I love the fact that I can actually, even if I could do a little change in their life that makes them better people or better professionals, that's for me is enough. That for me is enough. To be able to inspire people and change their lives, that's amazing. And I think I had a friend of mine who recently became an entrepreneur, and he said something that really stuck in my head. He said, Hesham, I believe that following your passion, when you do it, money is a byproduct.
I'm seeing that you are pretty much health conscious, and even on your shelf, I'm seeing there's some protein stuff and all that.
I try. So
Yeah. How do you keep this work-life balance? Because I know that you are a trainer and you travel throughout the Middle East. You go to the different places. You deliver your lectures to different company wherever you are working. A lot of travel. And of course, like delivering a training, it's quite exhausting. But in the same time, how you are maintaining yourself, this work-life balance, what is that story?
It's addictive when you start to see results. It makes you more committed to working out and keeping a healthy lifestyle. So I try to do this to the best I can. I believe it's not easy. At some point of time, I had to do it when I used to work 12 hours a day. When I was in sales, I used to do it really early in the morning, or I don't come home. I don't come from work to home directly. I used to go work out and then go to home. So it's. I think work balance thing is a myth. I really don't have a good answer for you. I think, but if you are able to manage your energy. And rather than just manage your time, if you know when you are energetic and use this to achieve more, then your day could feel it's longer, and you will feel happy because you've managed to become productive at your day. I think what drains us is that we're not productive.
What is your advice to the organizations, how they should manage the expectations of new workforce? Especially I'm talking about millennials, because they come with a lot of expectations. Now, if you want to give some piece of advice to those who are running their organizations, they are into the business and they are handling their staff and their teams. So how to handle them and how to create passion in them?
An excellent question, and I hope these organizations are listening to us.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, so there's a big misconception about who is the most important person to focus on when you are having a business. And at some point of time, we've heard about customer centricity, and customer has to, everything we should do should go around the customer and for the favor of the customer. And this made organizations forget that the most important asset that they have is their employees. How to engage them, how to really give them something that is bigger than themselves. Show them purpose, engage them, tell them that give them trainings, invest in them. Some of the organizations now, progressive organizations, are doing these days, and I'm lucky to be working not directly with Nissan but through Itosmati, and in my organization, my boss let me work flexible hours. So as long as the job is getting done. He doesn't care where I am or what I do or anything. And I think this is something that organizations has to look at. In Europe, they started doing this flexible hours, and I think it's time for us here in the Middle East to start really focusing.
If I want to add a little bit in that, and that's instead of focusing on the employees' activities, focus on the results. If they're giving you results by sitting in the depth of sea or flying in the skies, you are getting the results.
Absolutely,
and business is running. Instead of just you need the seat warmer, people who are sitting on the seat and they are staying 10 hours or 9 hours at the workplace. Isn't it so?
Exactly. I've seen it. We are guilty of doing it at some point of time when we used to sit in the office and just, browsing internet or just going mindlessly through the email, or your mind is somewhere else. So of course, result-oriented organizations will perform much better than those who are care about, oh no, he didn't punch on time, let's deduct 1 day from his salary. So spot on.
One piece of advice that you want to give to all the listeners, everybody who is watching us, wherever in the part of the world they are, whatever the profession they are. So one piece of advice you want to give them.
I wish when I started my career that somebody came to me and told me, Hesham, stop overthinking. Stop worrying about what's going to happen in the future. Because if you do what you need to do and keep working on your growth, your personal development, and continuous improvement, you will eventually make it. So stop getting depressed that you are doing what you do right now, and stay positive and do it. Because I spent a lot of time just worrying about what's going to happen in the future and almost losing faith in the whole corporate world. But then I was also lucky to be surrounded by people who guided me towards this direction at some point of time.
Overthinking, it can be harmful for you, especially when you are starting your career. Better it would be to just focus in the direction and try to have senior people, mentor or coaches around you. It's not necessary they are going to be a professional mentor. It could be your friend, it could be your family member or someone at your workplace, maybe sitting next desk to you. So these people are blessing. Try to take advantage, try to get help from those people. As Hesham said, that's a very, very strong advice, that stop overthinking and just whatever you are doing, keep your focus and do it with maximum passion. Thank you very much, Hesham. It's a pleasure meeting with you, and I'm very much happy to have you on the show.
Same here, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Love to. Thank you.
Great.
Take care. All the best.
In case you did not like the channel, just go down, subscribe the channel, and put your comments there if you want to ask anything to me or to Hesham. And we will be back next week. Till that, goodbye.
Thanks for watching this episode. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon for regular updates.